What's good, family? I just passed another $50,000 Topstep combine in just 2 days. Again, that's now 4 weeks in a row using nothing but the golden zone method. Simple 3-step process I refined after blowing too many accounts. And in this video, I'm breaking down the 2 trades that got me funded, why I took them, and most importantly, just the key things I've been learning after taking so many challenges, passing some, and getting some payouts. So make sure you stick to the end, because my biggest breakthrough may be the exact mindset shift you need to get you over that hump. Before we dive in, if you're new, hit subscribe and like this video. Also, if you want my full strategy, including breakdown trades and example trades, the complete guide is going to be linked in the description. Now, let's get into it. As you can see here, just my weekly stat sheet. At the bottom, just the 2 trades I took. Now, I really took them on Monday and Tuesday, but since Tuesday was in the evening, it counted as Wednesday. But I just call it 2 days, Monday, Tuesday. First things first, let me go ahead and break down Monday's trade. So here's the exact trade I took on Monday. Let me go ahead and break it down for you. If you're new to the golden zone method, don't worry. It's simple and you can get it right away. The first step, I look for a gap in the market, probably showing that I made an impulsive move. So I got on the charts around 8 o'clock and immediately spotted this one out. After that, I just see the structure to be broke, either a new higher high or lower low, showing that the intent is real. As you can see in this setup, the next leg was actually created. Then from the start of that impulsive move, that's when I go ahead and draw my golden zone. From there, it's easy. I just sit on my hands, wait for a new zone to be created, or for my original zone to get tapped. Now, once my zone has been tapped, I wait for a break of candle back in the trend direction for me to actually enter. As soon as I get that break, I'll go ahead and enter. I'll put my stop loss under that swing low. Now on my funded or my live account, I'll look for 1-to-1s minimum. Then I start looking for runners. But when I'm in my evaluation process, I go for my daily target of $1,500 minimum. Luckily for this trade, it was a nice easy 1-to-1. I got into 2 contracts and I just let the trade play out. And boom, within the next 10 minutes, I was done for the day. Now this was a nice easy setup I caught, because I focused on the process and not the outcome. I knew that once I entered, I could start looking for my TP, but it was never about that before my entry. That's what's important. I was focused on one good trade in the process, and then the rest would just come. Now let's go ahead and dive into the next trade. Same process, but a little different. Now nothing changed from this setup. I just used my higher time frames as confluence. I was able to find the same setup on the 1 hour, the 15 minute, and the 5 minute. Now let me show you exactly how I did that. So on the 1 hour, I knew we were coming from a golden zone. So I knew a price were to come back and retest that on the 15 or the 5 minute, it would be strong resistance. Now on the 1 hour, it already played out. So I was just using it as a resistant marker. But as you can see, we had a fresh 15 minute setup marked out here. Then from my 15 minute zone, I jumped down to my 5 minute and found a golden zone. This one was a little different. I've seen this multiple times. I've been trading for 4 years now, so my experience is a little on. And the amount of times I've seen a 1 hour, 15 and a 5 minute setup hit later in the day and be green, I just knew I couldn't pass up on this opportunity. So after I had my zones marked up, the next thing I needed to do was set an alarm. And as soon as that was triggered, I hopped in. So boom, at 7:20, my alarm was hit and I was ready to enter. As soon as I got a break of candle, it was a beautiful wick out of the zone. And I hopped in as soon as that candle broke. Stop loss above the swing high. Then I went for my other daily goal. After this, it was just set and forget. I'm gonna be honest, I was playing MLB The Show with my boy the whole time I was in this trade. And as you see, I had nothing to worry about. And these are the exact 2 trades I took to pass my combine in just 2 days. Now the second one you might have missed if you didn't have the experience, but I've been catching ones like the first one for the last 4 weeks, back to back to back to back. Now if you're watching and thinking, I want to do this as well, don't worry, because I have my full free GMZ breakdown in the description. This is my 3-step complete strategy. And now you'll get my complete system for my 3-step easy strategy, the golden zone method. Gaps, structure, entry. And you'll also get access to the community. Plus you'll get a 7-day free trial to join the community, where you can tap into live sessions, webinars, and chat with me directly. And hey, let's get you funded this or next week. Click the first link in the description and lock in. And if you're brand new to trading or want to help a friend or sibling out, I've got a free complete 0-to-1 beginner guide for traders. That breaks down everything, no fluff, to the point. All right, let's talk about the biggest things I've learned as I've been taking Topstep combines and getting payouts. First things first, for those who have not get funded, take your time, because I promise you, once you get that first one, it becomes easier and you get the next one a lot faster. That first certificate changes everything. You realize it's not impossible, and all it took was focusing on the process and patience. And after that, it's just repeating the formula. Next, this is a business, not just a game. Like how I run my community. Focus on giving as much value as I can, not about running money up. It's the same thing in trading. Focus on perfect execution and process, and the results will follow. And after you do that and get that payout, please split it up smartly. Here are the 4 buckets I put my money into. First things first, taxes, because Uncle Sam is coming. Second, reinvestment. Make sure to reimburse yourself for the challenge and the fees you already paid. And then don't just stop there. Also set some aside for your future ones. After that, savings and backup. Let's be real. We all know prop firms can be here one day and gone tomorrow. So be ready. Have some money in your back pocket just in case you need to set up your own live account. And last but not least, treat yourself. You deserve it. Keep it modest, but enjoy. When I got my first payout, I treated myself to dinner a couple times. And I also bought myself an electric guitar. And last but not least, if you don't take anything from this video, please remember this. Process over profits. Like Mike Bellafiore said, in one good trade after one good trade after one good trade. That's how I got funded. And that's how I'm able to consistently get funded. Not chasing the bag, not revenge trading, showing up and executing the plan like a pro. And let me just be truthful. The strategy didn't get me funded. The discipline did. Being able to enter my trade and just set and forget and go on about my day, then focusing on taking one good trade after another, that's what got me funded. Because I knew that win or lose, I just needed to stay focused because eventually it'll come. Let me just be real. I don't care if I made $1,000. If it wasn't a part of my plan and I just made the money on a gamble, I'm not proud. And if you actually want to last in this game, that's the mindset you need to have. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments. Stay locked in and focus on the process. Subscribe if you're serious about trading, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.